Hi YouTube, it's me. I'm going to make some pizza dough for my grilled pizza tonight. So I've got all the ingredients. I did put the recipe, but I'm doing double of what you saw on the beginning pages of this clip. So I've got my cup of flour reserved because it's a double that I need to mix my little mixture to ferment with the yeast and stuff. I've got salt. And it's about a tablespoon and a half of sea salt. And I want my yeast is over here. And it's going to take 3 teaspoons. It's doubled. You already smell good. I like to kind of get that all incorporated, just so it's mixed up in there. We're going to put in some honey, and you want the water to be warm so it activates the yeast, but not hot by any means. You should be able to put your finger in there and just go, ah. So I'm actually this is going to be a cup and a half, so that's 1 cup. And a half. Get that going. And this is just to get the this more or less a starter to get it, start proofing it before I add the rest of the flour and everything. So get the yeast all woke up. Some honey in there, and it calls for 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to put about 4 tablespoons of honey. This is a great honey that came off of an alfalfa ranch in California, and oh, you can taste the alfalfa and clover in the field. It's so good. So it'll add a really nice layer of flavor. Okay. Pure Orvada. It's from Orvada. Get mixing that honey in there, and then I can add my olive oil. And I was going to add garlic infused olive oil, but I think I'll just do plain because I don't want to limit my choices of what kind of pizza we can have. And garlic, you know, if I do a Hawaiian pizza, I may not want a garlic crust. So I have not decided yet what kind of pizza I'm going to do with this. But you can already smell everything kind of coming together. And you need my olive oil. So it's a good 3 tablespoons. I'm really not measuring exactly. I kind of do it by sight. But I did put the recipe on there. If you're not exact, it's not going to hurt it. I love putting olive oil in my bread dough, in my tortillas. It just really adds a nice texture, and it's healthy. I don't use canola oil at all. I just read too many things about bad oils, so try to stay as healthy as we can. So that's going to proof for a few minutes, and then I'll add the rest of the flour. And I don't know, we're going to decide what kind of pizza we're going to have. So I'll pause you for just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and it's time to go ahead and add the rest of the flour in here and get our dough working. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I add it a little bit at a time. I don't want to get it you know, if I did have too much flour for some reason, because usually I don't measure, so I would. It's hard to put liquid in, but you can always add a little bit more flour. So it's just a matter of getting that worked into the dough, and I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to do one of the pizzas a Hawaiian pizza. That's always really yummy to do. And I might do one with some tomatoes and chicken and fresh basil and mozzarella and something like that. I think that sounds really good too. Just something refreshing. Heat up the outdoors. It's so hot here. We're not used to humidity, and we've been getting those big thunder showers, and so it's really humid, like you go outside and you're sweating. Cause now that is dry. We're used to dry. So this looks about like I like to start working it. I don't want a really stiff dough, so I'm going to get my hands in some flour and get in here and start getting it together. See, we do want to knead the dough. The more you get those glutens worked up, it just makes for that really nice chewy dough that we all love with pizza. So we do have to work the dough for a while, but it's a good arm workout. And this is where again, if I had a wish, I would have a mixer. And I'm going to go run and get some more flour, so I'll shut you off again. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got enough flour, I think, now. I can get this out onto my surface. I could do it right on the granite because the granite stays nice and cool, and I think it's important when you're doing certain doughs that you've got a nice temperature that stays pretty close to the same. This feels wonderful. It smells good already. And sometimes you have to keep flour in the dough, but kneading away, it's just a nice, soft, workable dough. This should make a few of the personal size or a couple of pretty good sized pizzas, and we'll have pizza for our lunch. And I did not use whole wheat flour this time, but it's still, I know that all the ingredients are good quality ingredients, and I feel good about giving that to my husband and myself. I mean, I don't get to eat pizza very often. We don't really eat out, so it's a real treat to have homemade pizza. I can't imagine. I don't know. Every time I've eaten it out, it always seems greasy. But so I'm going to get this dough all kneaded and get it into a bowl to let it rise. And I'll come back when it's time to make our little pizza balls. I'll let it rise. I don't mind letting it rise even 2 or 3 times if I run out of time, and it's pretty early in the afternoon. We're going to get ready here to go to Costco, and so that's a beautiful ball of dough. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'll be back when I'm making them into pizza. All right.